Peter Dinklage criticizes Disney for backwards remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter Dinklage's issue is that they didn't update the story with the times and with society, and they still want to keep them as little people.
Yeah.
And he thinks it should be updated as to where they are not little people, but just smaller
People.
men.
Well,
Just
dwarves,
like just
right?
like men. The whole thing about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is that they are dwarves. Well, his whole problem is that they're dwarves. First of all, they live in a cave, and like they're like shunned from society type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, it's a fucking movie, but I can't tell. I can't tell how to feel because I'm not a little person. So
facts. Yeah, pretty much.
What, Bobby?
Well, my thing was that they're dwarves and they're mystical creatures. That's like the Lord of the Rings series that's coming out, right? So we don't call them dwarves, we just call them what do we call them?
Ignis? I don't know.
I don't know. It's a weird conversation. I understand why he's upset, but it gets a little crazy when it's just a.
You're talking about like a mythical creature that's not actually talking about.
That just so happens.
Just talking about like, yeah, but are the little people in Snow White supposed to be mythical, or are they just regular short niggas that just do shit?
They're dwarves.
I think they're just dwarves. They're just fictional dwarves that live in a cave, and they happen to find this white woman and take care of her.
Like, but
I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds like the plot of Ninja Turtles. Because April definitely got beat up in the sword, and Raphael took it to his house. Yeah. And it was like, "Yo, what is that? You brought her here?" Yeah, nigga, they knocked her out. I had to bring her somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I understand him being upset, especially because it's 2022. So, but if they're like Lord of the Ring type dwarves, like I don't know if that's
what they're supposed to be.
Like, yeah, but like Domino said, I can't tell him how to feel about something that I'm not part of. That's like the what is it, Dumbo crows and people not understanding why black people get upset about. But I'm saying that's
something else. Like, that was blatant.
Well, to him that's blatant, right? I mean, to him, I understand your point where if it's just mythical creatures, it's like get mad because there's a unicorn on the screen because it's just a unicorn.
It would be like I think it would be
Where's
like
a unicorn outcry?
like Elder Scrolls, for example, right? Like they had the Red Guard, but everybody knows the Red Guards are niggas.
Yeah, black dudes.
So I understand it to a certain extent, but the mythical creature thing is kind of throwing me off a little bit.
But I feel like once you take out the dwarf aspect, it kind of takes away from the story a little bit. Like the whole, I guess, not crux of it, but like a through line was it that they were dwarves, and like it's like I don't want to say it. Never mind.
Dwarves are working the mind, and then they just find some chick and they live with it. Like the story is not hinged upon the fact that they are dwarves. Like them being dwarves doesn't change the story enough to where it's like, okay, there used to be 7 dudes that work in the mine and live in a house, and now there's some white chick living here now. It's like, okay.
So you mentioned porn earlier, right? So if you clicked on a porn and it was Snow White and the 7 men, and you saw just 7 men around one white woman, what would you think?
Well, so girls can't fuck the same, can't fuck.
They about to massacre her. So now Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs doesn't seem as menacing.
You, but tell that to a dwarf. Maybe he was like, "I'll be beating it down."
Got big dwarf energy.
Big little person energy. Whatever that appropriate term is, I apologize. But you understand the point I'm making.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's
yeah. I can't tell about something that I'm not part of. That's all I'm saying.
I can. Because did you get casted in it? Like what? Like what's your grief? like did you get casted grumpy? Are you a grumpy little man?
Yeah, don't do that.
All right, you're right.
Don't do that.
I don't know. It gets a little funky. So if you start like criticizing that, then what you gonna criticize next? That it's a witch involved that happens to be a woman?
Yo, they
It
It
criticize
just keeps
everything.
going and going and going. So
Which
we're
is
like,
our
what the
woman,
fuck is the
right?
story? What story are we telling right now?
Yo, I'm telling you, once
Just-
they do the Wizard of Oz and the Wizard of Oz has to change his pronouns or some shit, it's gonna be wild.
The world we're living in now, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm.
I guess, man.